What's up, everybody? And on today's review, we're not going to be talking about a gun, we're not going to be talking about a holster or anything like that, but we're going to be talking about something that I bet most of you guys wear every single day, and that is a Nexbelt. Okay, so for those of you that have never heard of Nexbelt or any of the other EDC type style belts, let's talk a little bit about what you can expect. First of all, these belts come in oversized, and basically what you do is you've got some screws in the back here that you would loosen up, you would take the belt buckle off. Then you can see there's a whole bunch of lines that indicate what your waist size should be. So of course you'd go a couple inches above it, and then you would just cut them with a pair of scissors. You can burn it to just kind of make sure no fraying or anything like that happens, and then you attach the belt buckle back in place. Now on the other side, instead of having the traditional holes that can stretch, tear, rip, or anything like that over time, this one uses a ratchet system along with the belt buckle. So you basically take it in and you push it and it starts to ratchet. You just ratchet it to the correct tension and then it's good to go. In order to release it, there's a button here on the bottom that you push and the belt slides out. Now, what you'll notice about this belt is it is extremely rigid. Now, let me explain why I like this belt so much as far as the comfort, feel, and so far the durability of it goes. Now, I've worn many belts in my life, whether or not it's been a competition inner liner belt, outer liner belt, regular leather, I've had like the Black Hawk, I don't remember what the hell it was called. It was like the Velcro one. I used to wear that when I was an EMT and stuff like that, right? And one thing that I always noticed, I think Black Hawk was really the only belt that didn't do it, was when it came to the back side of my belt where the back loop was, every single belt developed like an indent in it from the majority of the weight from my firearms and whatever else I had on my belt, constantly putting pressure on it, and the pants going down and belt trying to hold everything up and stuff like. I mean, my belts are permanently deformed right there, so they've kind of stretched and whatnot. Well, as you can tell, I've been wearing this belt now every day for the past 2 months, and nothing. It looks exactly like the day that I got it from my friends there at Safari Land. As you can see, that was a branded belt for Safari Land. Now, was another thing I like about this belt is the size of the belt buckle. So they do have some ones that are a little bit wider, and then this is the smaller version of it. Now, the reason I like this minimalist style belt buckle versus a larger one is due to the fact that if you are going to be carrying a firearm, and especially if you're going to be doing an appendix carry, what that does is it gives you more real estate to adjust exactly where you're going to be wearing your firearm at, or knife, or spare magazine. I mean, you just allow yourself more real estate available in the appendix appendix carry area. I don't know why I was thinking index for whatever reason. In the appendix carry area by having a smaller belt buckle. And then of course you can also shift this left and right accordingly, and still keep it within the first 2 belt loops, the same as like your button and zipper. So that's why I like the small belt buckle, but that doesn't mean the large belt buckle isn't nice to have or anything like that. But that's one reason why I went with this particular version and why I prefer that particular version. Now, let's talk price point for a second. In order to get a belt, pretty much kind of the same setup like this, minus the branded belt buckle, but if you just wanted a regular Nexbelt belt buckle, it's gonna run you about $61.99. Now, that's not bad, considering the fact that once you get this belt, you probably won't need another one for a very, very, very long time. So let's just say, for example, this belt was able to maintain itself and keep you happy for the next 6 years. That would mean you spent $10 per year on a belt that is super rigid, helps keep your firearms in place, your knives in place, your flashlight, whatever it is. It can grow and expand with you without having to add or punch or drill new holes into the belt. Like, it's just a very time saving and stress reducing, and not that you're going to be super stressed about what belt loop your belt goes in or what hole your belt buckle goes into, but I mean, that's just, it's a good price for what I truly believe is a great product. So $61.99, not too bad, especially if you order that from their website, which is Nexbelt, Nexbelt.com. And I gotta say, just so far, I love everything about this belt. I have not discovered or found anything out in the last 2 months about this belt that I don't like. So check them out, Nexbelt right there, .com. I'm John McClain. Hope this video was helpful, and if you've been thinking about getting one, just go ahead and pull the trigger and do it. Especially since right now, I think if you go on their website, you can actually get an additional 10% off just by signing up for their newsletter, which, hey, 10% is 10%. Save yourself a little bit of green and get yourself a badass belt. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next prize gun review. Prize review? I'll catch you on the next review.